Hi and welcome to my channel. My name is Ceci K. Now, I've realized that at least 90% of you have been watching this channel without subscribing. Can I ask you for a little favor just to subscribe to this channel? It's absolutely free of charge. Thank you so much. Finally goes to Namibia and he makes Namibia the final or the 20th country that he has visited. They couldn't go to Namibia at the time when they were in Southern Africa before they could go to North Africa and then West Africa and other countries. He couldn't land his aircraft due to the permit that was not issued. Namibia did not have enough time to actually review the application form. I'm just so glad that despite all that, they still decided to go to Namibia, because there were a lot of people that were going on, who does Namibia think they are? If Speed has gone to China and all that, why can't Namibia just bend the laws and allow Speed to come into the country? Look, I just appreciate that they know the laws, they follow the laws, and they decided to abide to the laws, and they understood that Namibia is not a lawless country. Everything happens for a reason. I feel like it was the best choice ever to make Namibia the last country. It is so calm. You know, after traveling to all the 19 countries, they needed to go to a country that is not chaotic, that is less stressful. The population is very small, and Namibians, we are very calm people. I was even like, the bodyguards don't have to do much on this one. Like, they really don't. I think even the bodyguards were so relaxed when they got to Namibia that, no, we don't have to do much here. So it really just made their job even easier. Ishowspeed arrived at the Hosea Kutako International Airport and it was so empty. Like, I couldn't see people there. I could see the look in their faces. They were probably wondering, where is everybody? Now, I'll tell you why it was also so empty at the time that they arrived. The reason why is because it's a weekday, so a lot of people would be at work, and then a lot of school kids would be at school as well at the time that they landed in Namibia. There were people there, of course, to welcome them. The Minister of Information and Technology was welcoming him, and they made the right choice to actually visit some of the indigenous tribes of Namibia. The San people are some of the earliest tribes or the indigenous tribes of Namibia. You know, in Southern Africa, we have the San people, who are the first people to actually settle in that area before all of us came there. So they are the indigenous people of Namibia. And then, of course, they also visited the Ovahimba people. The Ovahimba people is one of the tribes that still, preserve their cultures. Like, you see them still dressed in their traditional attires and all that. So they are very proud of their culture. They are not like all the other tribes of Namibia who wear ordinary or normal clothes that everybody else wears. So they visited the Himba people and they visited the San people as well. Now, the place that they went to is actually a place that's closer to Windhoek, which is much better. I think Okahanje is about 60 to 70 kilometers away from Windhoek. So that was the first thing they did in Namibia. And you know, one thing that I really appreciated as well from Speed is that when he was in Namibia, he was more interested in learning about the Ovahimba people, and he was asking the right questions. That was so great, like, to watch. He was asking about the hair of the women, how it's made. And then, of course, the lady that was also explaining to her, her name is Beauty. So Beauty also did a great job actually explaining to him about the Ovahimba people, about their traditions and the clothes and you know, the thing that they apply. It's called okra. She was also explaining about the necklaces and all that. So she did a great job, and I could see that Speed was really interested in learning, which was great. I was like, yes, now this is what I'm talking about. To be honest, there's just one thing that I thought could have been done better. Beauty. I'm not trying to criticize her. Like I said, she did a great job. But what is your Himba name, Beauty? And what name should they have given Speed? Like, they should have given Speed a Himba name as well. Like, that part. I don't know if they did. Maybe I didn't watch the whole stream. If you did see that, put it in the comment section down below. I felt like the name Beauty is an English name. Like, Beauty should have introduced herself in her Himba name. And then, of course, they should have given Speed a Himba name as well. But otherwise, apart from that, they've done a great job actually welcoming Speed into the country. And that was really great before he could go and do everything, the rituals that they did, the stuff that they did there just to welcome him into the country. And come on, Speed looked so good dressed in the Ovahimba traditional attires. He looked so good. He was dancing and all that. I was like, this boy is truly African. Namibia has other, interesting things to see, like tourist attractions. But like I said, by landmass, it is a big country. To travel from one place to the next, like for him to travel to the northern part of the country, it would have taken him a whole day. Now, the other tribe that he visited are the San people, of course. He was also interested in learning how to make fire. They taught him how to make fire and all that, which was also, pretty much interesting. I felt like it was okay that he had to learn about the San people and the Ovahimba people, because these are the most interesting tribes in Namibia. So a lot of people really underestimate Namibia. They're like, the empty country, who will be there for Speed? And knowing that a lot of people are not really into these things, like celebrity kind of things, like a lot of people don't really care. Most people would go about their life, go to their work, do their whatsoever, and a lot of people don't really know the international celebrities. I would say Namibians are more reserved. They just sit back and relax and go by their life without really caring about who is doing what, who is the biggest celebrity, who is that. So a lot of people don't even know who Ishowspeed is in Namibia, except of course the children. Some people only found out now. They're like, who is this person that is coming? Who is this person that everybody is talking about? But guess what? So after he had gone to do all the to visit these two tribes, the Ovahimba and the San, they drove to single quarters. Katutura can never disappoint. I was like, this was well coordinated. It was well planned, knowing that it was, I think, a short notice. They did their best to really make sure there was something for him to see. There was something to document at least, especially with the Ovahimba tribe. Namibia is known for its best beef. If you think I'm lying, go and taste our beef. So we have the best beef. So they took him to single quarter where he had to taste the beef. And then the salsa, the salsa is the salad, the tomato, onion mixed with oil and spices, or Kapana spice. We call the beef Kapana, so mixed with Kapana spice, and then you eat that with the beef. And even Speed himself said Namibia has the best beef. When they went to Katutura, that's where the people came. I saw now a crowd of people screaming and shouting, Speed, 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 mostly the youth, of course. So the timing was quite a challenge, but still he got the crowd. You can't compare Namibia to countries that have millions and millions of people. So for the population, I feel like the crowd that came out for Speed was really a great number of people. Because I was so worried when he arrived. I was like, will there be anybody there? But they did come out. I feel like that was after school, all the kids are out from school, or the youth, that would be interested in what he does. After eating the Kapana, he ate the mopane worms. Mopane worms are like caterpillars. The thing with Speed is that he is very humble and down to earth. I like the fact that he could try out absolutely everything. So he ate the mopane worms. Now, the best part was the Independence Avenue, the main street, the biggest street in Windhoek. The crowd of people was waiting for him there. The different traditional groups, I saw the Kavango traditional group were there. They were dancing, and then I saw I think those were the Damara ladies that were wearing the Damara dresses, and then I saw people as well wearing the Oshuambo dress. I felt like it was really properly organized. There's a lot that we can show him apart from the meat, there's a lot that we could have showed Speed. But knowing the country, how big it is, I don't think there was enough time for him to really just travel to the coast, especially because that's where most of the tourist attractions are. But it's really far. I don't think they had that time. The Speed team themselves, I don't think they had that time to really go to the coast and stream. And then, of course, there are so many things that, Namibia can offer apart from the Kapana. So I feel like the only thing we had really marketed this time, it was just the Ovahimba tribes, of course, and the San people. We have shown the cultures, which is good. The food, of course, the beef. We love beef. In Namibia, you can eat beef for breakfast. I mean, it's the best beef in the world. So what do you expect? We eat beef in the morning, we can eat beef in the afternoon, we can eat beef for dinner. We love our beef. So that was okay, the food. And then, of course, the caterpillar, there's still more I felt, we should have given him to eat. Like the pap, the mahangu pap, the pap that is made from millet. Mahangu flour is like millet flour, we make pap out of it, and then you eat it with the beef and stuff. So, which was okay. With the time that we had, I felt like, we did something. There's still more we could have done. Namibia is a country that you can underestimate, but it has a lot of substance. So, even though we are empty, we have so much substance. There's so much to see in Namibia. There's so much to do in Namibia. But unfortunately, the place that they went to, Windhoek, it doesn't have much, to show, to be honest. If they had gone outside, then they would have seen a lot of things. Either way, I think Namibians did great organizing and coordinating this. It was not chaotic, it was very calm, and it was very beautiful. The Independence Avenue was actually the best street that they chose, to wait for Speed there, the crowd that was there, the activities that they did. What was also very much interesting is the ending. Oh my God, where he was sitting by the stairs, and when he ended the tour, the speech that he gave, appreciating everybody. He said he has met a lot of beautiful people. He appreciated how Africa actually treated him. Everywhere he went, he was shown love. That was so touching, guys. And the fact that it happened in my country, I just appreciated that so much. The piano in the background, and the DNA, which says he's 100% African. I just knew he has to be 100% African, because you know why? It was so impressive, really, to see what he did, to see how he connected with the people, with the local people. You realize that everywhere Speed went, every African country that he went to, he just blended in so well. When he was in Ghana, he was looking like a Ghanaian. When he went to Nigeria, he wore the Yoruba thing. He looked like a Yoruba, a Nigerian, and I saw him in the Igbo traditional shirt as well. He blended in so well. He did the dances so well. So Namibia was the best country to end his tour, because it is calm, there's no chaos. The atmosphere just brings you to a realization. I felt like at the end he realized that I have done this. We did it. The atmosphere was giving emotions of, team, we did this. Like when he was coming from Okahanja, he was saying, I'm sad. I think the reason why he was saying he was sad is because he was realizing, the calmness of the country, the less stress, the less chaos, made him come to a realization that he has finally achieved his dream. So he basically needed that calmness for him to reset, switch back, and realize the great things he has done for his ancestors, for Africa. So Namibia, well done. You have done a great job. We are few in that country, but you still managed, to take him and show him what Namibia is really made of. Like I say, there's more we could have done, but what we did was also like really great. If you've watched the Namibian stream, what did you think about Namibia? To me, it was just the best country to end the tour, man. Just the calmness, and of course, the fact that there was at the end of the day, you know, that crowd. And it was a beautiful, beautiful way to end this tour in a more calm, cool, and then of course chilled, in a more chilled way, which was really great. I'll see you again in my next video. Thank you so much for the support.